but whoever loses now is out of the tournament.
Yeah, there's a lot riding on the line for this right now. There's obviously $1 million is what the winning team actually brings from this competition. And never before has Dota ever seen a prize pool this big. It is absolutely massive. So there's a lot of pressure on the line to lose this one match. It all comes down to one match for these two teams.
Whoever loses will be the first team
to be eliminated.
To be eliminated, yes. Yeah. This will be the first team to leave the tournament. I think this isn't going to stick around, but of course, everyone wants to stick around.
If you're going to stick around, if you're not here, they'll go back to the hotel rooms, load up the live stream and go, booyah!
It's Toby One casting, yeah.
Would you miss that for the world? Well, it depends. Yeah, drafting stage. So this is going to basically be our prologue to how this match will actually unfold.
And Virus actually already eating to the extra time to get the first ban.
Yeah.
It's really, really odd. I'm currently looking at the players a bit.
As we both just said, I was like, hey, so say hi to the crowd, as we're just checking out. Yeah, they're still talking. They're actually alive down there.
Yeah, actually now they made that ban, and it's Ancient Apparition being removed. We already talked about how he is so powerful.
Yeah, Ancient Apparition he's just way too strong, man, in so many aspects. Like, as far as a mid-solo goes, who can actually get to and gank in other lanes without even leaving the mid lane, that is just too much, man. I will actually never forget 4-3-0, man. He for me, is the Ancient Apparition which is etched into my brain.
Yeah, he's made a very impressive one on the iCity Pro Dota Championship, taking out the team is actually also here in this tournament, Sky Singapore.
The team I actually accidentally said was playing, but yeah, sweet. Anti-Mage getting banned out as well. Anti-Mage being a big carry. He does look like kind of like a mana-draining monk kind of guy, and yeah, he has been taken out. One of the best agi carries in the game, I'd have to say at the moment, especially for Dota 2.
Yeah.
Like Spectre and Weaver have been a little bit more fancied until we see that Weaver getting banned out now.
Yeah,
Spec and Weaver are the more favourite heroes at the moment by the teams.
That is true actually, but most of the time we will find Anti-Mage or AM shortly in the banning pool, so he's actually not picked up. And in the few games he was picked up, I think he's currently got like a record of 90% win.
Yeah.
Around about that.
Yeah, it's a really hard time as well when Anti-Mage gets picked up, because your team is going to defend him. Your team is going to support him on the tri-lane, make sure he can't get ganked off, and it's what you do for any big carry. That was the reason why the tri-lane was invented. So the one hero, even though he has to share the XP, he gets the farm he needs, to get the items he needs to basically just dominate. And if you can with the 3 heroes, then you get your ganks and you get that boost of XP, which makes up for the difference when you're actually sharing the XP with everyone being there. And we actually see Nature's Prophet coming out.
This is Furion for all the Dota 1 fans. The nickname is actually changed because of trademark issues.
Yeah, or Mr. G for all the people who are playing inside the early stages of the beta. Big shout out to those guys too who actually held this game to be well, as bug-free as possible.
Yeah, SGC banned out Lich as the last ban. I think it's even the first time I'm seeing him being banned out already.
Generally he appears somewhere, but Lich is just one of those heroes that, like, if you want to control your lane, and I'm actually surprised that SGC actually did this. Like, they didn't know that Fury was going to come up, so they weren't really expecting for like a push gank kind of strat from Virus. But to ban out Lich, it's like, we don't want lane control, we want to push ourselves. That would be the way to go. Take out Lich. That way you don't have to worry about, oh wow, I have to stay close on the tri-lane. I don't want that to be the case. I want my hero to get farmed.
I'm a bit surprised that Nature's probably being picked as the first pick. I mean, of course, he's powerful, but is he really as powerful as some of the other heroes we've seen? For example, Windrunner, Vengeful Spirit.
And why don't we see enough Windrunner, man? Like, people are going to love the redheads.
Nobody loves you, Toby. Venomancer and Titan are being picked up. 2 support heroes coming up for SGC. They're still keeping the options open for carries or laners in general. Obviously, we've seen many times already that Venomancer is being played as sort of a carry, or at least on position 3, so to speak.
But that's only shown by the Asian teams as well. Like SGC, I remember actually catching a couple of replays, and they actually ran a dual mid, and they ran Tidehunter as the one to get the money, and Venomancer was the harassment support for the mid.
I believe Mineski also did that against IG. Tidehunter actually getting a lot of kills. He went to the Wicked 6 streak, but in the end it did not work out for them.
Yeah, it was one of those things where Tidehunter had farm, Tidehunter had more kills than anybody else, and then you're like, well, what kind of use is he now? He popped his Ravage, and that's it. But still, as a support hero, that Ravage is so essential for the big team fights.
He's one of the support heroes who, for example, unlike Crystal Maiden, does not lose his potential late game because of his Ravage is always the counter.
Yeah. Yeah, there's... I just noticed too. Where's our BKB man? The guys who get through the BKB. Where's Beastmaster?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's just because of a difference in playing style. I mean, of course, we were not seeing Mirana being picked by any Asian team so far.
Yeah.
So I think that the Europeans actually they think that Mirana may be more suitable to their lineup. Of course, it's very difficult to play, but I'm sure that Virus have one of the players who actually can do that. Maybe it is VT, maybe it is Sox. Two are very, very great players of Virus.
Yeah, Mirana's one of those heroes that, like, with just a random player on it, you're generally not going to hit a single arrow. And those arrows are so critical. So critical to make sure you actually get that hit, you get the initiation. If the arrow hits, Prophet TP's in, and you got yourself a kill.
Yeah, basically. Or you can use Prophet to set up the arrow actually to make it hit 100%.
Point, man. All about the setup stun. Speaking of setup stun, where's Vengeful Spirit? Not being banned, not being picked.
And Shaker, oh, there you go. That's just
set my stun. Yeah.
Shaker, but also sometimes I don't like to play Shaker as the one who initiates first. I actually like to use him as more of a backup support, and mainly because his fissure is also very, very crucial. So if you have Vengeful Spirit starting him in the first place, you might actually fissure block him afterwards.
Yeah, Earthshaker is great for lane control. If you get it wrong, then things go horrendously wrong. The bright side, though, the problem is actually that she just leaps over the top, you can TP out, and your life is happy after that point. But obviously it takes time to actually do that. But yeah, ES Vision's so critical when it comes to matches, but also ES, his ultimate, combined with Fury and strengths.
It does not really gain the from the units from Fury. It does not, because Fury is on its team. It's only for the opponent. So basically, the more units the opponent has, yes, the more damage it will actually do. But it is not influenced by your allies.
It's a shame, man. It's a shame. Imagine how open battle would be if that was actually the case.
Oh yeah, it would be very open.
The entire team is now destroyed. What happened now? He has cast his ultimate.
That's basically how you do it.
Gotta love the Echo Slam, man.
Yeah. Never mind, actually SGC eating also into a lot of the bonus time. They only have 10 seconds left. Roundabout takes 15 seconds, counting that now, to pick up their third pick. They go for Vengeful Spirit.
Yep, so leaving both their carries to last. Makes
so it actually looks like that Venomaster is going to be laning once again as a solo laner.
Really?
Because Vengeful Spirit and Titan are obviously not going to be soloing, are they?
No. I hope not.
I really hope not, yeah.
But Venomancer is a solo. We've only seen him so far. Like, he doesn't go damage build. He just goes level 4 wards and just push by himself.
Yeah,
and
it's really easy to do. We've seen it in the last game too.
Yeah.
Just that puck could not handle it at all.
Yeah, it took out like a tier 1, tier 2 tower, and it's like, hey!
You can do it so easily, yeah. Doombringer being banned up by Virus. They probably fear that Doombringer is one of the big counters to Mirana, for example, that she can't leave out anymore. So if you cast Doom on her, she is basically just as any other heroes without an escape mechanism, or actually take down Earthshaker before the team fight happens.
Yeah, because Earthshaker just pops off that ultimate. It's like watching Lich ulti pop off. It's like watching SK get in there with an epicenter. It basically just completely demoralizes your team. And you have to fall back, you have to regroup, and then go at it again. Enchantress now being banned out by Vengeful Spirit.
By who?
by SGC. Yeah, that's my brain motion.
By Krennic.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, Krennic bans out Enchantress. Actually, I've not seen Enchantress being picked yet. I've yet to see Enchantress being picked.
Banned twice, not picked on the main stage yet, though.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and Chan as well. Alright, so obviously I think Virus is going to go massive push. Urine added on.
Banning 2 neutrals.
Yeah.
And Spectre being banned out by Virus because they already realized actually they're reliant on one carry at least. And they banned our anti-mage themselves. Weaver's also removed, so from all the big carries there's basically nobody left except maybe Morphling is in it. Morphling is in it, Draw Ranger's in it.
We actually haven't seen a Morphling at all so far.
We've not.
Yeah, which is kind of a shame because his character model looks so sexy. If water can actually be sexy.
Around about that time, yes.
Yeah,
maybe.
It should be.
Probably for you it's not quite as sexy as the Draw Ranger or Windrunner because...
Oh, yeah. That does the job, man.
Yeah, Toby has sort of a fetish for Rangers in general.
Hey, it's true, man. It's true. Everyone likes gingers and everyone loves drows.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 seconds to remain. There's no bonus time here, so we're going to go very, very quickly through these last picks. Virus need a pick. They go with Puck.
They're going with Puck once again. Okay, another team actually picking Puck. Lots of love for Puck, actually.
Yeah. Well, he's a lovable creature. Look, he's so cute and cuddly, man.
They were lacking a laner. They picked a laner who actually can survive against very, very hard lanes. Obviously, because Venture Spirit, that stun has an animation, so if your fingers are quick enough, which I'm sure they're gonna be,
yeah,
Puck can actually use spaceships to dodge it.
Yeah.
Neither getting the damage nor the stun.
We might even actually be looking right now at Virus's lineup. There's seeing Fury actually go mid-solo and then Puck, pardon me, yes. It all depends on this last pick for what they actually want to do. And
Shadow Fiend.
First time
we're seeing SF.
Like, not a single team so far has actually selected Shadow Fiend for the game.
This is the first time we're going to see it.
I do have to say, he looks like a barking dog with that picture.
Yeah. Somebody tell me, please, why Beastmaster's still not picked?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But now, if you pick up Beastmaster, you have to run him on a different lane to SF. Because, like, Beastmaster versus SF.
No, I mean for Virus. They can't really run those Uranus.
They're going to need it because you know SF's going to go BKB with a blink to basically nail his ulti in the middle of their team. They need some way to shut him down.
That is true.
Unless they pick up Enigma right now.
Which I'm not quite sure they're going to do. Storm Spirit. Okay, they want to destroy him during the laning phase then.
Fair enough. But they've got to shut him down very, very early.
Yes, they have to shut, and very often. Yeah. Really very often.
It's going to be interesting to see how they actually do that too, because at the moment the only roamer they've got is ES.
Yeah.
ES will be the only roamer, so you'll see Storm Spirit, it might even be Storm in the mid. Storm's mid, possible.
Very possible. I mean, Shadow Fiend against Storm, this is a very, very classic matchup, so to speak. Both of them have their own chances. It's a little bit like SF against Tinker, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's also very classic. And Lion being picked up as maybe a counter to Storm Spirit.
Yeah, Storm, because he loves to jump around everywhere, so if you get a level 2, you're stunned as well as a
terrific counter to close to all of the heroes of Virus. I mean, Potom is one of those, if she gets a sheep before she can leap out, she's dead. The same as Puck. So Lion definitely a very clever pick by SGC.
Alright, so all the heroes are loaded in, and we will get ourselves into this game. SGC versus Virus here from Gamescom 2011. If you are in Cologne, come down and say hi, come and watch the game. We've got some big screens here, guys. And we are into the game now. So SGC will be playing for the Radiant. Good luck, have fun. And Virus will be playing for the Dire.
Prepare for battle.
And already, I love the scouting, man. This is what I really, really love from Furion. Straight off, instant treants, and they just go for a wander. Go for a scout. It's like the Lycan Wolves were.
SGC's captain Kranek on Shadow Fiend. We see Warlog on Venomancer. Talix playing as our Lion. And if we actually move up, we can see Tony Check as our Tight Hunter. Yapsek as Vengeful Spirit.
Interesting to actually note the lanes. Kranek is actually heading down towards the bottom lane as the ESF. And Tide is actually on his way towards the middle lane with Lion.
Yeah, it looks like Lion is going to set up mid because they predict Storm is going to be going mid there, and which he actually is. It is Sox playing Storm Spirit, and VT on the Earthshaker. On top lane we currently have Pseudo playing as our Potom, or actually not Potom, I should call her Mirana now. And the last one who is not left his fountain area is MDJ playing as Fury.
Yeah, well, no, right now. Interesting ward placement actually just came out from ES.
10 seconds.
Massively defensive for the mid. Massively
Definitely.
defensive.
Yes.
And they just do not want that SF being ganked at all.
Very good ward there, and it looks like Puck is going to be the one. 7, 6, 9 on Puck. Can pick it up double damage to make it easier for him to last hit actually on bottom lane against that Shadow Fiend, which he does now. And the Foghorn starts off. We are into the game.
There we do. So the creep wave spawn every single time the Foghorn, well, not every single time, the start of the Foghorn. It's like the kind of like shotgun thing of like the start of the game. Yeah. So we will actually see Lion versus Storm. Sock versus Tullix versus SGC. They've had beta access for about 2 weeks now. So they have had some kind of play, but it has been the lowest of all the teams. Being the latest replacement for the Vietnamese team, Stars Boba.
Yeah, apparently it looks like Tri-Lane always facing the solo. Both teams actually running the Tri-Lane. Krennic on the Shadow Fiend having free farm while being supported by the Tide Hunter. Puck not even down to come even closer to it.
Yeah, they're going to be careful. They're going to be very, very careful in that SF actually solo. I love it how already we're actually seeing yellow Tullex giving commands on the minimap. You can actually see it being drawn there. To actually say, Earthshaker, or somebody, BS, somebody, get yourself in the mid. We've got to gank up this Storm Spirit to make sure I don't get pressured too much.
Yeah, looks like BS actually failing a little bit on that call. Not quite sure why, because the creep has already passed it.
It's lost again.
Yeah, he's lost again. He's managed to...
Double. Actually, you know, he got the double.
Yeah, he got it last time there already. There was already a double spawn, but he pulled too early.
Yeah.
VT actually made moving as Urshick already towards the middle. He's seeing that Venomancer actually does not dare to come close. But Venomancer gaining some XP, he's level 2 already, and using the wards to basically scout for any incoming enemies.
Yeah, but there's no enemies though. Like, you look towards the mid lane and Virus want to gank the mid. Like, Prophet's currently like farming up the newts, and Earthshaker is just sitting next to Roshan. So they're all buddies just having a cigarette just waiting to actually kick off. And like, in the meantime, Tullex stays in the mid, not really getting harassed, and Earthshaker gets no more levels.
769 though, he's only level 1, he's not had any XP so far. I mean, he controlled 2 runes to prevent Shadow Fiend or any other roamers for taking them. But this time around the Yatsek does a pull correctly, and all those creeps should die very fast.
Yeah, Krennic.
Meanwhile on mid it really looks like Tullex is on top of Sox, but this is what you also would expect as a line going against a Storm. Line often pick as a counter to Storm Spirit.
Yeah, he doesn't get line CS 11 to 2. Storm Spirit sitting at 2 for 2 actually, like not just on top, massively denied.
Yeah, and currently looks like the
Furion, top, he's gone in, the Fission's there, Warlock's in trouble, the bottom arrow hit, and oh, it's gone! Starfall comes on down, and Virus claims it.
Yeah, Virus claims it, and even Miran actually managed to get the last hit, so that's definitely gonna help her.
Yeah,
you would always want to give it to the carry.
Yeah, it's so dangerous with Prophet, man. Like, if there's an initial hit, he has time to TP in, and he can TP anywhere that's been revealed. Anywhere that's been revealed. So it's really, really hard to try and stay on top of any lane, because you know support is only a TP away.
Yeah, Virus managed to get first blood there. Definitely a good thing. But the Mirana, I called her a carry, but obviously she's not. She's not a hard carry by any means. She can semi-carry if her ganks on during mid-game are successful.
Yeah. It always depends how she's been built. Now, Venoman's just pushing back a little bit, but only level 2, so not going to do much. But a lot of the bottoms these days, like the old classic build was to go like a Lincoln Spear, gives you like, if you get done by a magic spell, then you don't get the effects of it. And it's most bottoms that used to go that way, but now bottoms are going up with Yasha early on. They want to get towards their Manta, they want to actually do a lot of damage, and they want to be able to push and kill is what bottoms really, really want to do these days, and it makes for a great aggressive style. But yeah, as you're right, it caps off the skill.
And Venomancer should be very careful. There's an Earthshaker who managed to control an Invis ring coming up there, but Warlock currently staying close to his tower.
It was spotted though, there was a ward watching him grab it.
Yeah, that's probably why.
So SGC knows it.
SGC knows it's a Warlock.
Mid though, Splash goes, Storm's in trouble, Storm's stunned, Storm is only level 5, so there's no ulting out of this. He's almost, yeah, he just pops.
He just pops, there's nothing you can do. It's double minus armor from Vengeful Spirit and Tidehunter coming out. One a wave of terror and the other one the gush.
That's right, too, we haven't even stacked up the presence of the Dark Lord later when they all team up.
It looks like Tullex actually getting fissured there by VT's Earthshaker, but nothing to follow it up.
And it's only a level 1 fissure too, so it does very minimal damage to a level 5 Tullex.
A little bit unfortunate that Tullex did not manage to get that last hit there on the retreating Storm Spirit, but now he's popped level 6 and should be very careful there. Hold him, stun! Furion's here! Will it be enough? Yes, it will be. Prophet gets it. Yeah. Overconfident there, but Tullex still staying in the mid lane. I mean, he probably thought, yes, in a 1-on-1 situation, I'm going to be owning that Storm Spirit big time. But he did not actually think that sort of Prophet actually managing to TP in or whatever he wants to. Yeah. And it's just so much disabled, and Line is still very squishy. He's got immense firepower, but
Radiant's middle
he's
tower
squishy
is
himself.
under attack.
Yeah, even though it's actually 2-1 right now in favor of Virus, That SF's been having a great time on bottom. 29 for 9. He's actually doing better than bottom. Bottom is actually, Mirana's actually doing 31 for 20 on the CS score, so really denying that top lane down. But Venomancer can't even get close. But SF's still the bigger carry later on in the game. But it just depends how much influence bottom's going to have after she actually gets that farm.
Yeah, Warlock grabbing that haste from before the two gankers of Virus get it. Talek's still in the mid lane, but he can't really cross the river since Earthshake is always there to count on with his fissure.
Yeah, he tried just then. He thought he could actually pop Storm Spirit because Talek is actually now up to level 6.
Is under attack.
So there goes the Impale.
Misses on the Impale. What he wants to do is basically harass Storm Spirit down a little bit with one Impale and a few hits. Then Impale him the next time and finger him off because Storm Spirit just dies in that combo.
Yeah. Now bottom lane's going to be pushed.
It's
already been pushed pretty badly, so this tower should almost die. But will it? There goes the Halaterra, and this is actually a big problem for Lack, though there is a small gap for him to get through.
And two quick raises from Shadow Thing coming out, trying to demolish that creep leg.
And he still didn't get a single last hit, and there we go, there's a last hit. So he's got to store those souls up, man. As we actually don't see, but it does actually happen, top lane. Venomancer is brought down.
Yeah, Fear will probably just TP'd in it once again. Venomancer really eager to get a little bit more XP and gold if he can grab it. But it's, without the support currently coming on for Storm Spirit, Line is just standing on the front lines. He's not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
And
those raids are so demoralizing, man. Like, it destroys the creep wave. I think they want to get the last hit in the tower, and it actually gets done by the Radiant. It was the siege
catapult. Yeah, the siege creep actually get it. That's a really odd-looking siege creep, though.
Yeah, it's like, where's that she shoot from, man? Where's the holder? It's better than the Warcraft 3 meat wagon that actually like flung small children.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that, slow down replays and actually watch him just like launch it. It's kind of disturbing every single time. Yeah. Meanwhile, back at the World of Dota 2 though.
Looks like Tide Counter, did he manage to get Rapid invisible, or is that his smoke?
It's smoke.
It's actually smoke of this seed, together with Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah.
So they might actually think of going on Storm Spirit down mid lane.
It's gonna be hard though. Like obviously you can jump past any walls that are there, but
Line's got a haste rune, so might just pop that one off and then voodoo him beforehand, so he can't actually dodge the Impale by using Ball Lightning to hold the off. This is probably what they want to do now. Actually, they're showing themselves already.
They got spotted. They came through the river and Storm was on the high ground, so it revealed them up. Way too early. One
observer being put up there by your Vengeful Spirit to have tabs on where Storm's going to be moving. If she wants to grab the few runes or not.
We're going to see a defensive Mirana. There's no Perseverance that's been purchased up for her already. So we'll be looking to actually get towards that Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, most likely, because there's so much targeted spells up there directed at her Gush, Vengeful Spirits, this magic missile, all of Light's ability.
Trouble! Big trouble! Vengeful Spirits caught out, and in comes as well the Prophet. Even Puck wants a piece of the action. Talek's a little bit too close, actually finger Storm Spirit. So it was a VS tied on the trade with a lazy finger on the Storm.
Yeah, it's not too bad of a trade though for SGC. I think they're fine with it, but brilliant fissure there by Earthshaker. That'll definitely lock them in place, and Radiant's playing a very impressive Earthshaker to now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, I'm really worried about this. How Mirana's going to really fit into this lineup.
Dire's middle tower.
Obviously she's going to try and avoid the burst damage, which is going to be coming at her. But are we going to see Lincolns? Then are we going to see Hood coming out to actually try and deal with Cranix's damage?
I'm not quite sure though. I mean, the one they've caught out so far is Shadow Fiend, who's still farming on bot lane. He's got Power Treads up, as well as Ring of Facilities, 2 raises enough to demolish any creep wave. He's got 1.4k in the bank. We'll see how if he goes for an early BK, maybe even going for low cost. But really depends on how the game unfolds, I believe.
It's like Reed is having a lot of playing boards being dropped out by Venomancer. Who are now Talek's actually on the top. Turned him into a chicken. Then comes the Impale. VS done with Chain as well. They don't want to. Well, they can't use this finger because he's got no mana left for it. Will Potter actually get out of there? It's going to be possible. It's going to be definite. Talek's can't catch up in time.
I'm not quite sure why Talek's actually did not bottle up during that all the time. He had enough. There were no creeps around, so nothing to actually disturb it. Maybe he actually thought that they could kill Bottom already, but it did not work out for him.
You would actually think he could. with time in the Hex to actually attack him, then you're stunned with his damage, then Vengeful Spirit stunned with the damage. That should have actually been enough, but Bottom's got too much farm. The Perseverance is up, getting stats. What else have we actually got? We got Wraith Bands, we're on the way to a second Wraith as well.
And we see a 11-minute dagger being purchased by Lion. Very impressive indeed.
This is going to get messy for Virus.
Yes,
It's going to get very messy.
2 to 5 behind, but that Blink dagger is just so crucial on Lion. Nobody's going to just let you walk up to you and impale Fling on them. So why not purchase a Blink dagger? This is like the core of a ganky Lion.
SF also has a bit of fun. Puck's in trouble. Bottom lane. The ulti. Will it be enough? There's got to be a race. There's got to be a race. The attack's enough. 769 unable to escape. And I think we also had a kill on the top lane during that too.
Yeah, Miran actually managing to take down Vengeful Spirit, but the trade-off on the bottom lane is definitely better for SGC, taking out Puck.
And SF getting the last hit as well.
Radiant's top
He's already got
tower
no
is
Racked
under
inside his
attack.
stash.
Radiant's top tower.
So he's on his way to get a Mythical Hammer. He's
attack.
almost got 1600 as well. His BKB is really not far off at all.
Yeah, this is what they're going for. They're going for a little bit more safe strat. I see many people actually purchasing a
Dire's
fast
bottom
Blink dagger, but it
tower is
just
under attack.
makes SF so squishy.
Yeah,
SF actually now TPing to the top lane, but the creep has already been fast, so he can actually get a little bit more farm and finish the 200 gold he needs for the Mithril Hammer.
I'm waiting for mid lane to erupt on the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, Talax has got full mana, and he's got that dagger, which I think Virus didn't know about.
And now Ty comes to join the fight as well. The tier 1 tower's almost there as well. Where's the blink? Wait for the blink. VS is going to go first. Sock's still very, very close in. You know, push the tower. Earthshaker now comes inside the trees. He pops level 6, so now grabs his ultimate.
I kind of think that the best moment is already gone for Lion.
Yeah, it has. So they kind of stalled it. And Lion's now also going back and Ty's going to farm.
Yeah, Parker's still hanging around. He's also from level 6. Managing to get that XP, grab a little bit as he can. And Oshik actually also on 6. It's actually not too bad then.
I love the lane trade at the moment. Bottom and SF. SF goes top, bottom goes towards bottom. SF also now with the Mithril Hammer. So damn close, man.
He's very, very close to it. And SF just farms incredibly fast. Virus apparently, they just don't care about the SF. They think, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna leave you alone, farm.
See, there's a problem with that. It's an SF farming problem.
It's a big problem, especially once he actually outlevels you and gets that minus armor going. That's a lot of hurt. You're entering a world of hurt. You sort of have a little bit of a minus armor strategy going with Vengeful Spirit. And then Wave of Terror reducing it, Gush reducing it, and the Commander on to top it off.
Yeah, the Vengeance Sword just basically nails absolutely everything. The Presence of the Dark Lord, it's just so much. And then the Venno on top as well. They're looking for mid. There goes the Howl of Terror. That's the one that drops down the armor, so Storm just leaves a replica of himself there. He's always about leaving some form of mark on the land. Earthshaker's still just hanging inside those trees. He wants to come out for a fissure, but all of SGC have now assembled here in the mid, bar one, and that's Tullox, who's on the bottom lane, but he does have a TP scroll if he wants to go.
Yeah. So just a little bit,
Mirana's still free farming top band. She has enough for a Yasha, almost.
Not quite sure she's gonna go for him.
Dire's middle tower has been
I
denied.
kind of hope she does. I would like to see a lot more damage actually come out. Arrow, flies, Krank came towards the top lane. Krank got very, very low mana.
Yeah, she's going for perseverance, so I'm pretty sure she's going to want to finish that Lincoln Sphere first. He's got 2.2k in the bank, so enough to buy up an ultimate orb.
Yeah, I always hope for the aggressiveness, man. I always hope for the aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Makes for fun games.
And Krank is only around 300 gold short of his Black King Bar reside, and very, very solid last setting by him there.
It's actually interesting to see the difference in Golden, and the Dire is getting, like, massively done. Like, it's just now, it actually dropped below 2,000 difference at one point. Because the actual gold count actually doesn't appear on this one. There you go. There we go. So it's actually, yeah, 17,000 worth of resources for the Radiant, and way!
Meanwhile, back at the range.
Yeah,
it's always happening on this. We are following currently the creeps because we think that nothing is going to happen. And actually another kill, two quick kills for Virus coming out. Line being done on the bottom lane, and they're even going to think of going on the Vengeful Spirit as well.
Gonna be hard though. Gonna be really, really hard. There's still no Ravage up for Tidehunter, so Vengeful Spirit will be able to fall back unless Storm wants. Storm might. The support is still here by Puck, but Puck has no mana, and Storm actually jumps in behind, looking for them. He can hold himself back out. Ultimate pops, Mirana gets kills on the top lanes while Storm is jumping in behind. Now they will actually dive inside the trees. Storm, VS, the creep wave is here. Puck is back. Puck has not even orb right now. It's 30 mana short of the orb. TP support's going to come in, and Storm will be in over his head as well as Puck. Splash goes, tries to slow down, and Virus won't get anything on the bottom.
Yeah, but Virus all the time getting a lot of kills, especially that Mirana on top lane. I think she actually managed to get that kill on Venomancer by herself done, because current Prophet just TP'd in.
Yeah. Well, Prophet actually technically can just give the whole thing, because you basically just spread around, and well, you basically got yourself a support. You never did any damage. You never show up on the assist kills.
I should have been actually not buying up the Black King bar yet. Actually bought up 2 TP squads instead. So he's still 300 gold short once again off his BKB.
Yeah, won't take it much longer though. Maybe he's just running for level 11. Doesn't want to pop the oldie until he actually gets it to level 2.
Yeah, interesting to see actually that Prophet has been farming all the time. He's got Hand of Midas. And I think the first time we've seen it in the competition being brought up, as well as a point booster, so you might go for Aghanim Scepter.
I think then we did actually see Na'Vi, they were actually toying with the Hand of Midas in their game. But yeah, Prophet, a lot of money that comes into him then. What he actually does with it though, and how much farm he actually gets from it, that's going to be a big question for me. And also what Storm Spirit's going to get, because at the moment we've got Ogre. Is he going BKB?
He's definitely going to go for BKB. It's always like that, because Storm Spirit, once he ruffles in, basically everyone wants to focus him. And that's where BKB comes in really, really handy.
But at this point, yeah, well, BKB will come in handy because it'll give Mirana more time, because at this point in the game, I think Mirana is the strongest hero in all of the Dire.
And she just pushed it.
Mid!
Excellent push once again, saving her.
Puck on, he's gonna hold it in place! They go in! Puck got a double kill! The Ravage pops up, and he'll be held in place because of a proper come in, and Puck gets a triple! 7-6-9!
He said, Storm Spirit going on it. Congratulations for 7-6-9. He's had a really, really hard time as our solo side laner, but now actually comes back and takes his revenge by getting an ultra kill right after actually.
First ultra kill on the stage as well.
Yes,
Landmark man.
They are currently really trailing behind. They were looking quite good with SF3 farming, but they're currently, there's a 10 different kill count. And another tower going down.
What a fissure though, what a fissure to actually start that one up.
That fissure was brilliant, and that Puck ultimate also managed to hit too, hitting Vengeful Spirit as well as a line and took them out instantly.
Radiant's top tower.
A lot of damage done very early on, and there's BKB is done for the Shadow Fiend now.
Finally it is up, but maybe a little bit too late already, because Virus they have consolidated their advantage quite a lot.
Imagine what would have happened if he actually had the BKB when the fissure first landed. He just like pops it, ulties, and Virus would never have chased or got the kill. Many what ifs, but that's for Captain Hindsight. Now they want to get some revenge, Warlock.
They currently, every single one of them is gushing up that Storm Spirit illusion. Another one is actually staying in the mid.
Yeah, they had to know it's the real one though. As in that had to be an illusion. Soon the real one was actually getting last hits in the mid.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And currently surprising, maybe SF will actually TV bottom, because there's a catapult actually crushing that tier 1 tower there.
Yeah, but he actually finds the farm as well, so bottom lane will be a good place to actually do it. For the moment though, top lane is his thing.
No, they're thinking of, yeah, we let you get that bottom tower, but why not defend it?
I think they're thinking about top tower. I think they actually want to bring down top tower, if not
yeah,
actually try and gank. They
want to actually press it this time around. They know that they're trading behind, so they want to get that disadvantage and sort it out and balance the game out.
But the tier 1 tower should be fine for the moment. They still actually have the fortification if they need it. And there goes the pings. They want to go up. They're assuming they're actually inside the trees right now, and that's where Virus are actually headed. The attacks will come on the tower. The orb goes again. How are we going to go for the ultra kill? Extraordinaire 769. SGC just sitting on the back end. Couple of Plague Wars in range of the tower though, so it doesn't live for very long. Was the only thing in range of the tower.
It's 5 people up there.
A fissure again.
It's 5 people for SGC, but it's only 3
Radiant's
for
bottom
Virus, because the
tower
other
is
2
under
are now
attack.
using this opportunity to push down bottom lane, and either Prophet or Sorcerer are going to get
bottom
it.
tower
Sorcerer
has fallen.
getting that kill. Not kill, but yeah, he killed the tower basically.
Yeah.
As long as you can kill.
And now they can actually go towards the top. But at this point, SGC's got to be careful. They lost the tier 1 tower on the bot, and your reaction will be, we need to get the same back. We need the tier 1 tower on the top. But the TP's going to come. The fissure is there. Vengeful Spirit's taking the tower and gets blocked. VS actually has to swap with Tide to actually live. Warlock came in and blocked the path back out again. And already, the attack is over.
The attack is over. They did not even manage to get that tier 1 tower, and Vengeful Spirit had to TP back and use their ultimate. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit is only 100 gold off his BKB.
Yeah, this is it's getting slightly nasty for him, man.
This is definitely going to get nasty, and he's just brought up the reside.
SGC have got to find something, man. They got to find one hell of a team fight, one hell of an SF ulti, and catch Virus out of position.
What I think really is the main problem, I think, is after Talix pushes that Blink Dagger, he did not go ganking. He pushes that Blink Dagger for nothing, basically. I've not seen him using it any time to actually set up a gank.
Yeah.
Instead, Puck, having now pushes a Blink Dagger as well, kind of looking very, very strong.
Yeah, and we saw yeah, we did see the Lion try and set up very, very early on in the piece. I love it, even played orbing through, taking out the wave, using the trench. The tier 2 tower is going to go down. Tidal was looking for the deny. No,
Radiant's
the
top
deny.
tower
He
has
does not
fallen.
get it. Actually, the trends from Prophet managed to get that one.
Yeah, so that's why Prophet gets it. Crank was actually there trying to get rid of those guys. A couple of raises was not going to be enough.
Virus have a very, very hard lead now. Prophet also completely active, so basically, if they want, they can't push at all. As you see, if they want to push it, they can't. Virus is on the offensive now.
The Black King bar's done, man.
Yeah, Sorcerer with the Black King bar currently sitting on bottom lane. And nobody actually coming to defend it. Got 3 of SGC's heroes are moving into the woods.
No, I just saw something which made me insanely happy. What's inside Mirana's stash?
Radiant's
She's going
bottom
Yasha.
tower is
2
under
raids,
attack.
completed the Lincoln Sphere. There's now going to go for Yasha. And that will follow up with Manta style. So not going to go massively defensive. Wants to keep with the aggression of their lineup.
4 people actually already on the bottom lane for Virus. They want that tier 2 tower. Then ones are placed on 3 Plague Wards in total, but that's definitely not going to be enough.
Yeah, it actually looked like SGC were wanting to
Radiant's
rotate
bottom
around and come
tower
from
is under
behind
attack.
and try and lock Virus in next to their tier 2 tower. But now they're going to fight from behind, so there goes the Howl.
Mirana's currently not there, but she's actually coming from behind. Maybe actually fire an arrow or something of this sort.
Yeah,
See if
long
they
range.
can catch one guy out before the fight actually happens.
Should be easy enough. The ping actually going out from the SGC boys. They know someone's hovering around there because Mirana being missing.
And the Mirana's actually
Here we go.
spotted by the ward.
Here we go. Arrow. No. Arrow is in a very, very interesting line. It actually went for that small little gap you can sit in, unless you actually walk around that corner, you actually can't see him.
Kind of really difficult for Virus if you want to push it. Venomancer already had enough time to set up his wards.
Yeah, this is this is gonna be a hard push. This is gonna be a hard push for Virus.
I think that Sorcerer is going to ruffle lane and take one guy out instantly. This is how they need to do it. They can't just push it.
Well,
They need to take one guy out.
SGC are letting them though. SGC are letting them actually push this right now. Creemo's there, the Venomancer walls go down, surely. They just like slowly niggle away at the tower.
Another arrow actually flies through all of them, spots all 4 of them. Then actually noticing that one guy is missing, which is our Shadow Fiend, who's currently on the top lane still farming up.
But he has TP scrolls if he needs to actually use them. So now we're going to pick away pushing in and
Radiant
Virus take the tier
structures
2.
are fortified.
They're being fortified, but still this is going to go down, and the
Radiant's bottom tower
Venomancer watches Anab as free gold for the Virus boys. SF not TPing in, but instead deciding that he needs to finish his Yasha first. And actually we see the mark coming out for Roshan.
Yeah, it's actually kind of awesome to see pings like when they actually draw on the map as well. I love Storm Spirit. And then picks up a regen rune, so he can tank as much as he wants because he just pops up later.
And looks like they're actually doing it fairly fast.
Yeah, a lot of damage. It's Mirana, man. You got the Yasha, and also has an Ogre Club and Belt of Strength in the back. Ashley going Sanjay and Yasha.
SGC, they're actually knowing what's happening. They're smoked up. They want to stop them from doing it.
Tide ulti. This is going to be important. Roshan's almost about to die, but he's not dead yet. And they're there. BKB. Oh, he's wiped out. Oh, this is horrendous for Virus. They've taken a lot of damage. They've lost their Earthshaker. They're about to actually lose everybody else until the pot of Molly flew out. And it's given them their invis. They want to turn around. They want to get a kill on VS. Prophet's leaving out. And it should actually be, yes, Storm Spirit goes down the back of play. And Roshan will be given. That was actually kind of harsh on Tidehunter. Prophet used his ultimate and bounced around. Arrow,
Roshan
just
has
missed it
fallen
on it,
to the
and
ring.
Shadowfiend picking up Agents of the Immortal. They just came in on the right
Radiant's middle
time.
tower is under
A bit
attack.
unfortunate. Well, wasn't running the difference of maybe 5 seconds before Virus finished it.
Yeah, but we knew that was a possibility as well. We were mentioning it before that SGC, all they would need is one
Radiant's
awesome
middle
fight.
tower
And
is under
Roshan
attack.
always makes that opportunity. What makes this game different is Roshan. It's that Aegis Immortal, it's that power and the risk in taking it. It can turn tides so damn fast. So at the moment, Virus, they were looking awesome before. They were looking awesome before. SGC, with that one battle, they get a couple of kills, they kill Storm Spirit importantly as well. Earthshaker set back on his Blink Dagger, and Crunch is walking around with an Aegis and 2600 gold.
Yeah, it's always when you go for Roshan, the biggest problem is you have to be in that one area. Everyone is stuck. And if you're facing heroes like Tidehunter and Shadowfiend, whose ultimate actually, when they're close range, have the maximum effect, then it's a big risk doing it.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure why they did not. For example, of course they were smoked up, so it was difficult to spot them. And as you see, totally surprised Virus there. But Virus still maintaining the lead.
I think one thing, the only thing which actually saved Virus from actually being team wide descent was Mirana's ulti.
Yeah.
It was the only thing. They would have lost basically all the heroes, and they would have lost probably 2 tier 2 towns by now if that was the case. SF would have just pushed those lanes down, support would have been there, and Venomance would have helped. In the meantime though, Mirana's still farming up, and the courier is actually now flying out what is probably going to be the Sanjay, which combines with the Yasha to make the Sanjay and Yasha, also known to the world as S and Y.
Yes. Shadowfiend should actually have his Yasha pretty damn fast now. Not buying up anything though. He's definitely got enough gold for doing it.
This is interesting on the bottom lane.
He's got 3.3k in the bank, but he's not buying up anything.
Storm as well as Mirana are actually going to push the tier 3 tower. Veno's here. Let's hit a strike and they lead themselves away. I don't know what they're trying to actually stop right now. Irian goes up towards the top lane to defend the tier 1 up there. But it seemed like they were actually completely realistic about trying to push down that tier 3.
Yeah, Shadowfiend pushing the ultimate orb, so he will probably be opting for Mana Style, as it seems.
We see the tower being denied on the top. So 100 gold less for every single person. Also interesting to actually see how we actually going. Oh man, look at the difference in gold earned. It was that one small spike for the Radiance, but it's now still just leveling out.
Yeah, it's really difficult for them to trying to pull it back. As Virus, they've lost one fighter Roshan, but that did not mean anything. It was just merely a little bit of a setback.
Yeah.
And looks like Prophet also going for Sheepstick, as it seems he's already got ultimate all up. And it's 2.7k in the bank. Might be buying the mist stuff right now.
Here I am! Silence!
Yeah, it's looking... Virus is looking awesome for farm, and for kills, and for map position. SGC are looking awesome if they actually get the team fight right.
Shadowfiend just finished his Manta style. Yeah, so this is going to help them in a 5-on-5 team fight, because the illusions also deal a tremendous amount of damage.
Because they basically keep the same soul assumption as well.
Yeah.
Extra little bit of damage. As long as he's stacked up and hasn't died. Small detail.
Yeah.
Got to store those souls up. Every single time SF actually gets a hit, gets a last hit or a kill, he basically claims soul extra 2 damage. And he just keeps stacking them up.
SF maintaining the highest level on the field there, level 15. Oh, actually no, I was joking. Mirana is level 17, I forgot about her. No, but currently it looks like Virus, they also have a tremendous late game, because all of the heroes are very powerful there. Mirana can DPS, Prophet can turn into DPS, as well as Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit actually got a very, very high agility gain. his powered up against with overload actually deals quite an amount of damage.
Storm also very, very hard to actually kill. Like the more HP, at the moment sitting on 1366, so hey, hello. Someone just poked pop the smokes.
And then it looks like they're gonna go for all. Oh, they can't kill Storm Spirit.
You can't. Storm Spirit is unkillable unless you actually set up where he jumps out.
Dagger by line, this would like
work out. The ball, no, and look, ulti goes. It's a long, long jump. There's the dagger. He's turned into a leaping frog. Now he's done. The splash got to come. He's actually out of mana. He can't ulti at this point, or he can, but it's a very short distance. But they don't chase it.
He popped off his BKB so they could not burst him down anymore.
Yeah. Not what they wanted. Looks like Miranda wanted to have a crack here at SF, even just throwing down an arrow. It's not going to help though. Crunch his burst damage. You get demolish that creep wave and just that you just saw in a couple of moments.
SF's still farming up, and he's already got 1.2k in the bank once again. Really dealing a lot of damage with that minus armor.
I love proper farming. Aghanim Scepter plus 3,800. I want to know the effects of a hand of Midas on MDJ. I think we actually just got it.
They actually want to go on Mirana.
She leaps in! There's no stun, she pops the ulti. Five of the Tay doesn't do anything and Talis can't see her. There's no sense. Oh, it's dropped too late. Oh man.
That was really, really close. If she did not put an ulti, she would basically just leap into the enemy lines.
Yeah, that was very, very lucky. But it cost an ulti. That's a 2-minute cooldown, that ulti. That ulti has saved them before.
Well, both teams playing a little bit more safe at the moment. Everyone's just farming. Not really looking for opportunity. I would have liked to see Lion ganking a little bit more as well as Storm Spirit. And Nature's Prophet actually finishing up that cheap stick.
Yeah.
So one more disable for the skirt or for the Dire actually to come up on top.
Yeah, it's always been looking nasty for SGC, but SGC, like, you can't really say anybody is out of this just yet. Like, while there's farm going out for Virus.
That is true. I mean, the kill counter is 5 to 14, but there is not much difference in terms of farm.
Alright, and like, I just want to put out too, like, SF, he's actually been doing pretty well. In fact, look at SF. SF is actually the most farmed hero on the map at the moment as far as, like, CS goes. 236 now. It was 2 and he just burst down 4. Now 237. You just can't stop him from farming. He's always going to stay ahead. Morana as well as Prophet doing pretty well and that actually kind of is why the goal is so different. It's because of Prophet being inside the neutrals and getting so much farm from that. But SF's the bigger one. SF is the key for SGC right now.
Yeah, it looks like SGC, they were not baffled at all by that, by the early game dominance of Virus, and the Virus looked like a little bit stumped after we lost that Roshan fight. And
the push.
Pops up mad to start and just right clicks the tower, but the tower's being fortified right now.
Yeah, so can't really do much damage. The next wave is going to come in though. In the meantime though, top lane, Morana's up here. Morana's going to push and do a fair amount of damage to this tier 3 tower. And it's actually already forcing the TP back. Venomancer comes back and the rest of SGC fall back as well.
The biggest advantage that Virus have is that they maintain their incredible positioning with the Prophet as well as Mirana. Mirana running there very fast and can use leap now since she's got Lincoln Sphere enough mana regen to actually leap whenever she wants to. And Nature's Prophet with his Agno Setter always being able to push out any single lane he wants to. So it's always SGC. If they want to push it, all the other 2 lanes are going to be pressed into their base.
Yeah. I'm really surprised though SGC didn't go a lot harder on that. They set the Aegis the Immortal up to actually not actually use it. Like, we're going to come to the time in about 5 minutes time when it actually gets reclaimed. I think it's about 5 minutes. If I remember, I think it's at 29 that died.
Yeah, right about, but both teams currently playing fairly defensive. It's not really exciting to watch at the moment, but I'm sure that one late game hits and team builds are going to be more than enough to pay off for it.
Yeah, we can always just have a recap for that 90-minute game we had between IG and eHome. That was good fun. By the way, guys, IG will actually be coming up next. Their game will be up next. Should be one hell of a matchup.
IG versus OK Nevada International will be on the next match we will be covering. And currently, if we look at it in the game which is happening right now, Virus, they want to end this, as it seems. All 5 have now gathered up on the bottom lane.
Virus got to make sure they do this right though. If they don't do this right, they're going to find SGC getting themselves like back into a point where this game is level. But they've got to do it right. I love Venomman says, like, the Plague Wars, he's almost assuming they're going to rotate in and they want to fight inside the trees.
Yeah, it's always Mirana staying on the outside, looking for an opportunity to arrow anyone. SGC currently on the back foot defending quite a lot. I'm just really surprised that Storm Spirit, he's already pushed that BKB up. Why is he not going in and taking out one guy instantly? For example, Adventurous Spirit, why are they not going? Now they go!
There we go!
Now this is how you do it. Just instant bursts within milliseconds taking out Adventurous Spirit.
Helps you out. Grants you a wish, man.
And then, looks like it's Roshan time now.
Yeah, Roche is back. Extra 200 gold.
Radiant's
Shadowfiend
middle
has
tower
not
is
utilized it.
under attack.
Nature's Prophet actually hitting that tier 2 tower very, very hard. As you see, if they want to go this, they don't have Ventus to solve anybody out. Virus are pushing it.
Wait for Kranich. Kranich is in trouble. He's caught inside the puck. Ulti. Ravage goes off. Kranich. BKB. Ulti will pop. Mirana's ulti has popped as well. So they're all sitting inside of Invis right now. A lot of trouble for Puck. Puck being brought down. Storm Spirit doing low damage as well. Tied under until he gets done. And Storm is in over his head. He does go down. There is no Roshan. Robert's trying to fall back. Stun comes out from Tullix. Hold him in place. Burns already got a double kill right now. And Tullix is in a lot of trouble. Earthshaker drops the ulti. It's enough damage. And Warlock's defender is forced back with the Vengeful Spirit. And Mirana triple kill. Virus genocides SGC.
As you see there, every single one of them is down, but
Radiant's top
Virus,
tower
they're currently
is
not
under
looking
attack.
good as well either. They can't really push
Radiant
in.
structures
Because
are
the Venomon's
fortified.
already back. He's brought back into the game as well as Shadowfiend. And so they can't push it. Mirana doesn't really know which one is still going in. And this would actually spell death for Mirana. Maybe one more Shadow Race to get him down. He's on a sliver of an HP. And Venomon's getting blasted with his poison. Godlike streak ended.
What is the chance of that, man?
SGC managed to defend it. But Mirana, not faced at all, flying back into the game. And now it looks like they're going to go for Roshan.
Yeah. They've already done the damage, man. They've already done the damage. So many kills as well going the way of bottom of that. Storm was doing an awesome job, but as you said, they're going to target him, and they did. But Storm still managed to bring down some key heroes. Titan went down very, very early on. Lion stayed alive until he got called out, and Earthshaker as well. Props, big props to VT for actually still sticking around. He only had like maybe 100 HP points, but he was still there to let off his Echo Slam, still there for the fissures, still there for his team.
Yeah, and this will be an unfazed Roshan. It's easy for Virus to do it. Only Warlock was just hanging around, and he should not, because Stormspirit can catch him out again. Nature's Prophet also purchasing Manta Star, so his DPS is actually very, very strong as well. Stormspirit picking up from what Jake's ability, they want to finish this one. And but on the other hand, we see Titan actually saving his gold and managed to purchase up a Blink Dagger. So maybe actually SGC, they want to initiate it instead. But in terms of DPS abilities, they only have Shadowfiend. While Virus, they have 3 heroes that deal a tremendous amount of damage. Stormspirit, Mirana, as well as Prophet.
And you can't shut them all down at one time.
Lion can nuke one guy down, but this is basically it. He doesn't have any physical damage, apart from Shadowfiend.
There's going to be a push, and I think that's the only reason why we haven't seen this game end just yet, is because Virus, they don't want to get in over their head. So many times you see teams say, yeah, we're winning, and then they just push into the base recklessly. They lose 5 heroes, and all of a sudden now they're getting put on the back foot.
We've seen it happening a few times already, but I think Virus, they have such a huge lead. They need to utilize it.
I think I know what they're waiting for. I think they're waiting for the Butterfly and Mirana. It's only about 100, 200 gold away.
And actually something is flying up for... Fury actually flying down there.
And yep, we've got... hang on.
Linking Sphere up on Stormspirit as well, so even more harder to kill.
Oh, really?
Nobody likes the permanent disablement of Lion, so they're basically just nullifying what he can do.
Yeah, this is nasty. This is very, very nasty.
This is nasty. Currently Virus are kind of split up, but obviously Nature's Prophet, he can use it any time. Miranda's pushing top lane while 3 heroes of Virus, they are doing a split push. This is, I think, this is the first time I'm seeing this happening.
Yeah, Venno, he'll be able to defend that top lane by himself though. But they need all 5 heroes for SGC, even if it's a 5v4, that actually ends up balanced in this current lineup.
And why are they not taking, why is Sorcerer not erupting and taking out their Shadow Fiend? I don't understand it.
SF, he's just like roaming himself around outside his base. It's always dangerous when you're in the seat. It's like going to check the front lines, man. You don't do that kind of thing without support. He was doing it without support.
I even think they can go into that. I mean, Stormspirit, he's got Linken's, he's got Big Kevin, he's got Aegis up his sleeve. Why not initiate?
He doesn't want to yet. We'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait. Earthshaker and Puck keep destroying the wave on the bottom. Kranich wants to come up. Storm. You should have seen Kranich just then.
And a little bit of a D-ward coming out there. The Observer ward, which was in the base, destroyed. And Mirana now has completed the butterfly, but SF is not far off of that too. He's got an Eagle Hunt at 1.5k in the bank.
Storm Spirit. VS. Will he go for the swap? Thought he might, but there was actually not enough DPS.
I really do not understand why Stormspirit is not going in.
Pressure, 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 man. Butterfly is now done on Mirana.
They can really do this, even when they are 3. I mean, Nature's Prophet.
Now they're going to go. Now they're going to go. Jump goes in. He wanted Vengeful Spirit. I don't think he wanted that time. He just wanted VS. Venno taking it around, so they pick up the kill. Puck goes into phase shift. Venno pops up the ulti. Kranich gets not close enough. Puck actually getting brought down.
You feed the dragon.
Well, damage was done. I think that's all Virus were fearing. Virus were fearing that that would actually happen. They jump in, and there's a VS trade for a Puck trade. And now it's another 40 seconds before they can
I don't
actually
even
push
think
it.
that Puck needed to go in there. He used all of his quills and then nearly cut through his ultimate. You blinked in, used silence and nuke. Good just nuke and then you using the silence and face it out of you. Quite sure why did he not do that. And now actually enough time for Venomancer to put up his plague wards there. So really difficult to push in on bottom lane. SGC, they're kind of just defending all the time. Mirana can't find an opening either.
The interesting thing at this point too is, as far as like farm goes, as far as like who actually gets the advantage at this point, Virus isn't really getting a big one unless they keep on going on the neutrals, and that's all being done by Prophet.
How about you take out that Lion? Lion he goes down so easily. His Stormspirit ruffles in with BKB on. Take out the Lion instantly.
And we'll give you the advantage, man, if they can do it.
They can, they really can. And I'm really not understanding why they're not.
Tied. Blink and just very, very fast leave out for Mirana. Gets some back to safety. Storm just still.
And the Butterfly complete on Shadowfiend now. They actually gave the SGC enough time to breathe.
This is going to get bad for Virus. This is going to get very, very bad for Virus.
They really need to do it now.
It's already too late, man. Their push, they have to find SGC outside the base. Kranich is going to feel so powerful right now.
Not quite sure. I mean, they have great items, and only SF has good sort of stable items. They're actually going to go for Mirana top lane.
Double push. We've got Storm has actually jumped in once again, trying to target the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit goes down. Ravage goes up. Venno pops the ulti. Puck phase shifts out, but comes back in again, still being affected by Venno. And SF there. What an ulti! It's got one, it's got two. ES and Puck are already down. They're going to rotate back up towards the top. Because Pom is doing some damage. He actually took out the range racks first. Now wants to bring down Tidal and successfully does it. Once he goes for Tully, standing in the ground. Prophet's here, helping out Courier. What the hell is he doing there? But he is going back now. Prophet trying to retreat. Pom still doing damage, going one-on-one with the Shadow Fiend. The Shadow Fiend then gets caught. Will there be an arrow? Crash is now a chicken. Starfall, a lot of damage. There's not enough money for SF to fight back at this point. This is GG now. They will take out the top racks. SF's on the sidelines for 80 seconds.
Radiant's middle tower
Very
is
difficult for
under
them to
attack.
come back. They got one Rex down and looks about the rotation to mid lane and trying to take that one down as well.
This is why you fear Mirana. And Mirana needed to push in. If she waited any longer, then she was starting to get out-farmed by the SF. He just going one-on-one with the SF. A little bit longer, and SF would have been ahead. But we're now taking out the mid-racks. They're not focusing their attack down. It's got to be on the melee first. VS swaps. They're trying to bring down Profit. Good stun as well. But now, oh wow, Mariah just turns and fights. Profit's not dead yet. He's trying to get himself back out of there, but yeah, not enough. Melee barracks is down in the mid as well, though.
And Profit ball back into the game. He can just TP at the bottom if he wants to.
Yeah.
Every tower down for every single lane, and melee racks on mid lane as well as on top lane. Monster actually managing to purchase Orchid as well as Nature's Profit who purchases MKB. Even after he rebuys, he's got so much money.
There's 5k. 5k on Marana. What else does she want? The world is her oyster, man.
And MKB too, how about? Maybe going for buying up in Demon Edge now.
Possible, we'll see. Watching the items, I want to watch this. He actually has enough money for that. He does actually have enough money for it. They're just hanging around, waiting. Okay, cool. I'm not going to keep watching you. Oh no, there we go. It's a Reaver.
They go for Harp. She actually realized that she's, whenever she gets out of the fight, she's not on low HP, so there's Harp's regeneration, 2 HP regeneration per second. If you're not damaged by the enemy hero for the last 3 or 5 seconds. Blink tag up on the for Earthshaker though. So Virus are looking very strong. It's near close to impossible for SGC to come back.
Yeah, Virus is going to push through. They're going to take out the last race. There's no tier 3 tower for them to worry about. Just move on in. Storm jumps in. He's going to try and pull inside Hunter, who is not wanting to have any part of this whatsoever. SF comes in. Blink in. He does have his ulti, but he hasn't popped it just yet. He actually won't pop it at this moment. Storm's got one. Profit's got another. And he's still going for Warlock. Even now, Manda pops off. Puck ulti. Tries to hold him in place, but it's not going to be enough. Storm even jumping back in again with 5 HP. The GG call goes, the Rax goes down, and that was basically well played by Virus.
Has fallen. The
well played by both teams actually, they really clinch it onto it. And so Mega Creeps currently there, one more creep kill on the line, Soldier across the ages. And congratulations to Virus to moving. Not being out of the game. They did not win a game.
You can see our finals. You've really got to be careful. While a lot of people don't consider her as a hard carry, mid-game is her world, man. She just dominates that.
Even the courier not being spared there. Virus doing a bit of fun camping, but this is SGC's last game in the tournament. And the Dire have won. Congratulations to Virus for moving. And our next match is going to be a hell of a blast. A European team taking on a Chinese giant, IG against OK Nevada International.
Because OK Nevada International has been going massively strong. I don't think actually they haven't dropped a single game as well. I think they actually went through.
Exactly, they have a clear record as well. They took even within a group against 2 Chinese teams. They've beaten Tailu, they've beaten OK Nevada CN.
Yeah.
So and they're currently looking to eliminate the 3rd Chinese team from the tournament.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how they do actually go. But in the meantime, guys, we're going to wish you a very, very fun time in your break. Make sure you get some refreshments because we are here for another 4 days, all the way till Sunday when the grand final will take place. The best of 5 grand final. Myself, Toby-Wan Kenobi and Slash, bringing your English coverage here. Because everyone on the live stream, big shout out to you guys. Great to have you listening here on the dawn of Dota 2 to the world. First time ever Dota 2 gets shown, and it's right here. It's awesome. Check it out. We'll be back in a moment.